Hey everyone and welcome to the video. So, the reboot is quite a way off now, and I know a lot of people are going to be in this dry patch, a bit 50-50 on whether they want to buy the game or pre-order the game. I'm with you, and as I've said multiple times, marketing, it's kind of hit or miss whenever we get it. So today I'm going to be telling you some things that might make you a little more into the reboot. This won't be like a definite thing. It won't make you go, wow, I'm going to drop everything and buy the reboot this second. But it is things that you could look forward to about the reboot, and hopefully will get you a little more on board with the game that's going to be coming out in August. Anyway, let's get into it. I have done a part 1 to this, by the way, so if I don't mention something that you're excited for, it could be there. Anyway, let's go. So, something that I'm quite excited for that we've never really experienced in Saints Row at all is animals. They have said that animals are going to be all over this desert. We've already seen the cat. And I think that's going to be really interesting. A lot of people complain that the cities never feel too alive. But if we have animals roaming the streets, that is a huge bonus in Santo Eliso's favour. Now, I'm not sure whether these will be in the city area, so to speak, or it'll be in the desert. But regardless, going out and finding animals just running around doing their own thing is going to be pretty cool. And I know that for me, as someone who likes a nice diverse map, this is huge. This is something that I'm going to have a lot of fun messing around with, like chasing animals and shit. And I'm sure it's going to be a blast when we finally get our hands on the game. A new soundtrack. God, I love Saints Row's music, both its radio stations and its own soundtrack. It is fantastic. Honestly, every game has just got an amazing soundtrack that I love vibing to whenever I load up that game in specific. And I look forward to this new games. I think that one thing Saints Row has never downgraded is the music. I think that every Saints Row has had really good music. One of my favourite radio stations is actually in Saints Row 4, which is the Saints Row 4 mix. I think it has some of the best tracks. So I have a lot of hope for this reboot. I think that it'd be quite hard to really mess up music, and with them saying there's going to be more radio stations than ever in this game, that just gets me even more excited. More chances to get some favourite tracks, and I think that music is going to really be good. I don't play many games and go, wow, this music is amazing. There is a game called Fable that has amazing music, but stuff like GTA, I play it and I'm like, this music is really just meh. But Saints Row's music's never been like that, so I have a lot of hope for this reboot's music to be fantastic. And as I said, with more radio stations than ever, that opportunity only opens up even more. One thing that gets me excited is the prospect of them perhaps having more enterable buildings and more open buildings. This is something that Steelport really lacked, whereas Saints Row 2 thrived with. And I think that with them trying to go with this level of detail that we've seen in Santo Eliso, because Santo Eliso so far looks really good in my opinion, I'm hoping that they go the full mile and make things fully openable. As I have said before, there is a marked mall on the map, so I'm hoping that that's like enterable, as it make no sense to really mark it if it's just a thing to look at, but you never know with Saints Row. But I really hope they fully flesh out each and every building to make it feel special, so that we get a nice explorable map that won't just die within you know, a month or two. I don't want like a cardboard cutout of a city. I want to be able to enter stuff. I want it to feel like a real city, and I think that with the power of the new consoles that they're going to be working with, they can really do that. Like one thing to remember is they were limited by the Xbox 360 with the previous Saints Rows, as they had to cater to that. Now they're only limited by the Xbox One and PS4, which are already fairly decent consoles, so they'll be able to explore a lot with expanding the city, I think. This next one's quite easy, but I think people really aren't taking it into, like, consideration. We're going to have a ton of new weapons, new gadgets, a new wingsuit, and new cars to use. This is, like, some core things for Saints Row, besides, like, the wingsuit and gadgets, maybe, but, like, cars and weapons, those are huge for Saints Row, and having a ton of new ones to explore is going to be great. The customization on them is going to be amazing, and it's going to be completely brand new for us as Saints Row fans to have, you know, this level of detail from what they've said. I can only go off what they've said, but they've said customization is the most detailed they have done. We're yet to see it, but if this is true, it's going to be the most detailed car and weapon customization yet. We may get an expanded version of Saints Row 4's weapon customization, so you know how you could have, like, different skins for how they would look. We're going to have that to an extreme, I imagine, and it gets me very excited, because one thing I love is options. I like options in games, and even though I think that some options don't need to be there, the fact that they are there doesn't bother me, because, well, they're an option, you know what I mean? So I hope they go the full mile and get options for both sides, whether it be, people who want a more gangster style of game, people who don't mind sci-fi, and just kind of balance it out for us. And I think that's going to be great when the game comes out, and it's something that every single Saints Row fan should be looking forward to. New DLC. Now, I know people are a bit iffy on DLC, as it's something people, are not just too fond of, paying for content that should be there. But from what I have heard, there is going to be an expansion to Santo Aliso and a Christmas DLC. Both of those sound fantastic, and I look forward to them both. Now, these are just rumours again, so this one don't take fully. But if this is true, it's going to be great. We're going to have a ton of new content to explore. And even if it's not true, there's still going to be a ton of DLC packs coming out for people who have brought either the Season Pass or will just buy the DLC as time goes on. And I think that that's pretty cool and something to look forward to. It means that even once the game is out, Saints Row content will continue to flourish, really, and keep flowing in for us. And it was something that we can all look forward to. And finally, before I go, I'm going to just say this. Causing mayhem in a brand new sandbox with a friend. Now, co-op has always been decent in every Saints Row game. It's just as good as every other one, really. It's always been quite similar in each game. But with this, it looks like there's going to be tons of new things to explore, like wingsuiting with your co-op partner. I imagine there's going to be a ton of new game modes. There's a new pranking thing that they have said is going to happen. I'm not sure how it's going to be. But, in other words, you and your friend are going to have an entire new sandbox map with new weapons, new vehicles, new everything to explore and have fun with. Now, this is stuff that you already know, but I hope you just quite understand the weight of that. You will have an entirely new, just game. You're going to have an entire new game to explore with your friend. And I think that's going to be great. Now, sadly, co-op is limited to 2-player. Why they decided to do that, I have no idea. Look, I know I like Saints Row, but I do have more than one friend, so, come on. But, listen, a brand new map, brand new cars, brand new guns, all this with a partner to mess around with, and all this pranking talk that they're talking about, I don't know what it is. I don't know what pranking is, but it sounds like it's going to be fun. And I think that that is the final point, really. The game looks like it's going to just be fun. Even if the story's bad, which I really hope it isn't, the gameplay, the map, it all looks good. So I think that, bottom line, the game's going to be fun. Anyway, I hope this kind of got you a little more on board with Saints Row, and I hope that I at least persuaded some of you to maybe just give it a chance. I'm not saying buy it, but, don't just, crush your expectations. Keep them, moderate, and hope for a good game. Anyway, I'll catch you all in the next one, guys. Goodbye. I just want to thank channel members Stupid10, The Annoying Midget, and the DeadSec HQ for supporting channel. More than you already do. You guys are amazing. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.